This is the replica sneaker, one of the most iconic designs by the high fashion designer Martin Margiela. But funnily though, he didn't invent the shoe. It's actually military surplus from a country that doesn't even exist anymore. The story of the shoe begins in the 1970s in West Germany. At that time, the West German army was in search of a new shoe for its forces. And naturally, Germany's biggest sportswear brands, Adidas and Puma, jumped at the opportunity of scoring a lucrative military contract. Now here's where things get murky. Adidas claims that throughout the 1980s and the 1990s they produced a shoe that was later known to be the German Army trainer. But according to official records by the German Army Museum, the original prototypes were proposed by Puma. But strangely enough, Puma itself has no records of ever producing anything for the German Army. So who really invented the shoe? At this point it doesn't even really matter. What does matter though, when in 1989 the Berlin Wall fell and the reunification of Germany began, the military underwent a massive downsizing. And as a result, thousands of German army trainers flooded the civilian market. And this is how a few years later down the line, the Belgian high fashion designer Martin Margiela discovered the shoe and was so fascinated by the authentic military design, he bought several dozen pairs of used army sneakers and sent them down his runway shows. And nowadays it's a brand staple. It's one of the most iconic designs by Margiela and is the menswear equivalent to the Tabi boot.